Coming up on Mountain News at 6, a family in Pulaski County is still looking for answers about the death of their son 3 weeks later. And exactly 2 months after the February flood, a Perry County business reopens.
And all is quiet right now, but rain chances are somewhere in the forecast. Details coming up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A Southern Kentucky family says they want their son remembered for his joy of farming and being a bright light around others. 19-year-old Drew Inabnet died 3 weeks ago today. His parents still do not know what exactly caused his death. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to them and has more on the young life taken too soon.
Life in the fields, tending to cattle, all things agriculture is what Drew Inabnet was all about.
Ever since he was little, he always had his future planned out. He wanted the wife and the kids and the house and the farm.
But on March 25th, his young life was snuffed out when something caused him to collapse while working on a farm in Nancy.
Maybe he had a heart attack. We don't know if he stumbled and maybe hit his head. Maybe had a seizure.
Questions remain as autopsy results are still pending.
Everybody that's seen him that day said he was in a good mood, great spirits. I mean, he was just a smiling kid. And
Drew Inabnet was only 19, but he had his whole life set in front of him. In fact, he had written down a series of life goals, things that he wanted to accomplish.
I mean, he planned a lot of stuff out already for 2025. He had a list of goals that he was going to make for 2025. And
Drew's passion was on the farm, but he also loved football. But his family says they want to stress how important the lifestyle on the farm was and how others should look there as well.
I mean, it's a hard life to live, but we're going to have it. And we really would like to see more younger people get into it because there's not that many.
Drew may be gone, but they hope others will take his plans to heart. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The Pulaski County Coroner's Office says the cause of death will be determined following final autopsy results from the state medical examiner. In Perry County, police and first responders were called to the North Fork of the Kentucky River today. The incident concerned a potential kayaker in distress near Kentucky 7 in the Viper area. This drone video was provided by the Sheriff's Department. Police say a blue kayak was pinned against a log about 1/10 of a mile from their location. A rescue operation was conducted. Police say while the kayak was retrieved, the occupancy prior to recovery remains unconfirmed. In Breathitt County, the wind blew part of a roof off a building today. Take a look at this picture. It happened at Edmunds Law Office on Main Street in Jackson. We're told debris from the roof landed on 3 cars parked in front of the building, along with part of Main Street. No injuries were reported. The road was closed briefly due to the incident, but has since reopened.
And let's talk about some wind gusts. These are some of the wind gusts reported since midnight. Breathitt County near Jackson, 39-mile-an-hour wind gust, 35 in Somerset, 37 in London, 35 in Hazard, 39 in Harlan. Wise, of course, Wise is higher up in altitude, had a report of 45-mile-per-hour wind gust earlier today. And right now we're still seeing a little bit of a wind gust, especially towards Harlan and Middlesboro, London, 29, 22 in Jackson, 23 in Hazard, as well as Prestonsburg. So allow yourself some extra time if you are traveling. Temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. We're at 59 in Whitesburg, 56 in Pikeville, 54 in Jackson, 60 in Manchester, 55 Hazard, 58 in Monticello. Live pinpoint Doppler radar is getting a nice break after yesterday where we had that line of showers and thunderstorms pushed through. So we'll get a break today. We'll get a break tomorrow as well, as Thursday will stay mainly clear throughout the evening and overnight hours. Overnight lows in the upper 30s and low 40s, but all eyes are on Easter weekend. We'll have that forecast coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. A community question and answer session is happening right now in Pike County. Here's a live look in at the Pike County Library. It looks like a big crowd. We understand floodplain coordinator Jimmy Sider and emergency management director Need Jackson are expected to be in attendance to answer any questions potential home buyers may have about the FEMA voluntary home buyout program. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino is there and will have a recap of the event tonight at 11. Kentucky's congressional delegation is supporting Governor Beshear's request for another federal major disaster declaration. The delegation, which includes Senators Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul, as well as Congressman Hal Rogers and Andy Barr, sent a letter to President Trump supporting the request. The letter says federal help is necessary because of the widespread nature of the recent flooding. Of course, the majority of that being in central and western Kentucky. Kentucky realtors have announced more flood relief funding after this month's high water issues. The additional funding is worth $100,000. Relief assistance is limited to 1 month of housing expenses, up to a maximum of $1,000 per household. Those who have already received funding from the Kentucky Realtors Relief Foundation this year are not eligible to reapply. February flood survivors in eastern Kentucky just have until April 25th to apply for low-interest disaster loans through the Small Business Administration. These loans are not just for businesses. Homeowners, renters, and nonprofits may also qualify. Eligible applicants could receive funds to repair damage or replace lost items, and there is no interest or required payments for the first year. The SBA is encouraging people to apply even if they are unsure if they will accept the money.
Survivors have 60 days to decide whether or not they decide to accept it, and they can also ask for more time if they need to reevaluate, their recovery situation. There's no prepayment penalty.
Janelle Dixon with SBA says they have already received more than 500 applicants across eligible counties and have approved more than $2.6 million in assistance. Details on how to apply are on our website and news app. The website is WYMT.com. In March, we told you about the Miners Mall in the Airport Gardens community of Perry County after the shop was damaged from the February floodwaters. Today, 2 months later, it is open again. WYMT's Amelia Lee reconnected with the Harrises and has their story of recovery.
The Miners Mall is now open for business.
After working 6 days a week for 2 months straight, Joseph and Latricia Harris finally feel a sense of relief, knowing they can serve their community at the Miners Mall.
It was a job.
It's been a lot of hard work.
Picking up the pieces after they were hit hard in the February flood. When you guys did come in here for the first time after the flood, how high was that water?
You can tell, like on the black shelves right there, just below that one wooden shelf is where the water got to. It was 25 inches tall in the tallest place.
A completely different story from when the floodwaters spilled the building. Now with fresh carpet, walls, and new booths for the vendors.
We tried from memory to put back exactly what we had here before. And some of the same vendors are back in their same old booths.
Joseph telling me again, it was just a minor setback for a major recovery.
We are so thankful for all of the help and support that we received from the vendors, our friends, our family. It is just uncanny as to what, the outpouring. It was good.
And the proof is in the parking lot, filled with cars as soon as the open sign turned on.
We're here. We're not going anywhere.
Building back, hand in hand. In Perry County, Amelia Lee, WYMT Mountain News.
Great to see that for sure. The Miners Mall will be open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. They've been open now for 11 years. Now, Queen City Barbershop was also expected to reopen today, and another popular Hazard business that was flooded, Francis's Diner, is expected to reopen tomorrow morning.
In the world of weather, we'll see a quiet evening. Sunglasses will be needed for your Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to look ahead to Easter weekend. Details coming up.
And we continue our East Kentucky Leadership Award profiles, featuring tonight a Letcher County native.